Hello everybody, and welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, welcome, and if it's not your first time here, then welcome back, and thank you so much for giving my channel another try. This year I'm kicking my content up into fourth gear, and you will not be disappointed. I'm not playing no games. I'm not babying you hoes up. I'm just keeping it real, 100, and I'm being my 100% authentic self. Some of you are going to love me, and some of you are going to not love me. But either way, I hope that I can keep you all engaged and keep you coming back, because at the end of the day, it's all about your skin and it's all about the makeup. As of today, we will moisturize our skin. I don't want to hear that old school mess about putting products on your face, breaking your skin out. That may be the case, but I need you to keep going and keep trying different products until you find one that fits your skin type. There's no excuses, and there is no applying makeup without moisturizing your skin first. When it comes to skincare, it's a non-negotiable for me. Moisturizing is a must. But any advice that I give you on makeup, I always tell people, if the method that you're using works for you, then that's fine. Don't let me get you all riled and worked up and feeling as if you have to defend your technique. If your technique works for you, that's fine. I always say, if it's not broke, then don't fix it. Carry on. The next thing I do after making sure my skin is fully hydrated is I conceal. We are not, ladies and gentlemen, and I repeat, we are not walking around looking like a chocolate chip cookie face this year, okay? It's 2023. We're not talking about that's how God made us, because we all know that it's not how God made our skin. We came out perfect. Our skin was soft. It didn't have all that texture to it. And what we're going to start doing now is stop letting people convince us that we don't love ourselves because we choose to cover up our imperfections. What some people don't understand is that there is a such thing called life. And sometimes when we're lifing, some more important things may take precedence over top of something called skincare. So there is a possibility that we neglected our skincare, which causes that discoloration, which causes acne and different types of skin problems. So don't feel bad. There's makeup for that. Right now, I'm using this very thick cover cream by Dermalogical, and I'm using this to cover up all my imperfections, all my scars, any and everywhere. I don't care if by the time you finish concealing these dark spots, your whole face is covered with concealer, but just make sure you take your time and cover up each spot. You're always going to do this first before you do anything else to cover up your spots. That's just my technique. Remember, if you have your own technique, then that's fine. I'm using my fingers, but I usually use a brush, but I'm letting you know that you don't need a lot of tools in order to do your makeup. Now I'm switching over to about to conceal my under eyes, and I'm using a damp sponge. If you see, I also held up two concealers, but I'm using the one that's closer to my skin tone because I'm going for a more natural makeup look. That's why I call it my man don't like makeup look. No, I don't have a man, but I know there are a lot of men, or significant others that don't like makeup. So this makeup look is for them. Apply your concealer as such, and depending on the formula of the concealer that you're using, you might want to let it set a bit so you can get more coverage. This one, I didn't let it set for video purpose, but this is a very creamy concealer, so usually I would let it sit so that I can get the best coverage out of it, but I didn't want to leave you guys waiting. I'm sure this video is going to be long enough, so just make sure that sponge is damp. And just pat. You cannot rush makeup. A lot of times when I see their imperfections or flaws in their makeup, it's just because they didn't take the time to actually beat the face is what they call it. You know, blending and going back and making little small tiny corrections are very important when it comes to makeup. So blend, 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 blend. Another thing you want to do is make sure that you're looking at your face in every angle of the mirror. Move your face around. If you notice there's a spot that needs more product, just put the product in that particular area. You don't need to add more product everywhere just because you see a little tiny spot that needs some correcting. Just use the tiniest little bit of formula to make that correction. And I just want to make sure you're blending, 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 blending. I cannot say this word enough. I'm so sorry. I just cannot, because I see so many people with makeup on and I'm like, oh, if she just would have blended it just a little bit more, it would have, it would have clicked, And just in case, if you're just getting to know me, I am a single mom. I work a full-time job, so there's not going to be a lot of editing in my videos because I just don't have the time to do so. I wish I did, and I'm hoping to get to that point, but right now I just don't. But I do want to bring you all this content because I feel like I'm very good at makeup, and I see a lot of these videos that just seem the makeup looks look unattainable, and I want to help you all, just get to a point where you can at least achieve a wearable look. Right now, I'm about to set my concealer, and I'm using this loose setting powder by Fenty. Believe it or not, this is actually one of the 2 steps that I know for a fact that my melanated sisters do not do, and it is a must. You cannot wear makeup without setting it. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. You can let someone tell you can't, but you absolutely cannot. You have to set your makeup with powder. I know you're scared that you're gonna come out looking like a powder donut, but you have to set your makeup. Trust the process. I promise you, I will not steer you wrong. Just trust me. And then, of course, for my women that are, I would say over 40, because when I was in my 30s, I was still baking. But once you hit that 40 mark, you don't have to bake anymore. So we're not baking. We're just setting, We're using very little powder to make sure that we set that flawless makeup that we took so much time to blend in place. We have to do it, ladies. I'm sorry. You cannot skip this step. And FYI, it's 2023, so they do have setting powders now that fit our complexion. So yay to the advancement and inclusion in the makeup world. Right now, what I'm using is a pressed powder to set my, I guess it's concealer all over my face, but I'm really just blending in my face to just make sure it's all one beautiful skin tone. That's what I'm doing. I'm just, blending in that concealer that I use to cover up all my imperfections. This is going to cover up all the redness, and it's just going to make your skin look flawless. Oh my God, I love this product. This is by Maybelline Fit Me, and you can pile it on. Yes, it's also a powder. By the time you get finished doing your makeup, it's going to be powder all over your face. But don't be alarmed, because I have something for that. Just blend. Blend, 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 blend. I'm going to say blend so much throughout my makeup tutorials that you are going to be tired of it. But you will be blending. You will be beating. You will be blending. And you will be beating. So right here, I'm blending. So blend, 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 blend. And I'm using a light fluffy brush. This is not the brush that I would typically use, but it was right there. So I figured, hey, let's just use this. It's clean and I'm ready to go. Now for the moment of truth. Ta-da! We have setting spray. This is what we're going to use to take away that powdery look that we all hate. I'm going to use this product that I've been using by Peach and Lily. It's called the Glass Skin Veil Mist. It hydrates and glow. And guys, when I tell you, I'm so in love with this setting spray. Usually, I mean, I have a lot of setting sprays, but before my go-to was the MAC Fix Plus. But here lately, this one has been my fave. And don't be afraid to be generous. You're not going to melt your makeup off your face. You're actually setting it in place. And you don't have to. You can actually let it dry. But I always like to blot mine in. You know, it's just a little something that I do. Again, make sure your sponge is damp. And I'm just pressing that makeup into my skin so that it can look like mine. And it can look flawless. And trust me, baby, it's giving skin. And you can't have perfect skin without having perfect lips. So I'm using this lip balm by Sol Janeiro. And it looks exactly like the skin color of my lips or skin tone or whatever. I have a lot of discoloration. Every time I say that word, I mess it up. I have a lot of I have a lot of discoloration in my lips. You know, dark and pink. So this right here, it covers it up. And it makes my lips look perfect. If you like my videos, if you like my content, make sure y'all, if y'all want me to have time to edit these videos a little bit more, make sure you hit me on my Cash App, because your girl is just tired and I don't have time to go in and correct these little mistakes. I really wish I could. But I'm so tired. I am with life. But this is me living in my purpose. This is to me not giving up on my dreams. So just work with me and I promise you it'll get better. Right now I'm applying black eyeliner to my waterline. And then I'm going to go in with the black felt tip eyeliner and reapply all my beauty marks that I covered up when I was concealing. This particular eyeliner is by LA Colors and I picked it up from the dollar store and it's really good. I actually compared it to my Milk Cosmetics eyeliner that I usually use and it's just as good. It did the trick. So, hey, if your pockets don't run that deep, then the dollar store, LA Colors is definitely an option. Creative, you know, come up with your own spots that you want to, you know, place it. It's up to you. Get creative. I encourage it. Now what I'm doing is I'm adding mascara to my bottom lashes. To me, adding mascara to the bottom lashes is more important than the top lashes for me, simply because I do wear false eyelashes. So, you know, which I still put mascara on my lashes when I apply my false lashes. But to me, talking about the as you can see, it's looking flawless, you know. Here's a peek in some natural lighting. Thank you all so much for hanging in there with me. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share. Bye.